Yo, what's up? It's your boy Walter Emmanuel Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger. Hey!
Hi, it's Amy Jo Johnson, Kimberly Pink Power Ranger.
Hey, this is David Jost, the original Mighty Morphin Blue Power Ranger.
And you're watching the fan club.
And you're watching the fan club. Do you know what time it is?
It's time for the fan club. Let's go! Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake one.
I keep saying it is a weird time to be a fan, and it keeps getting weirder, so I have to shout out Ranger Board for posting up this picture, and they said they've barely touched the shelves and they're already on clearance for 50% off. The picture was posted by Ranger Board member Beery Trek. Go check out Ranger Board. They do a great job. They have a community. They got that great website with the discussion threads. I love following those guys. Also, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is Cosmic Fury toys that just hit the shelves are already 50% off. Was $27.99, now $13.99. I haven't seen this pop up at my store except for once, and I think when it came out someone bought it right away. I never saw it again after that, and this is one of those items that it's a role-playing thing, so maybe, you could see it go on clearance. But I'm hoping that, the morphers sell. I'm hoping that these figures come out. It's very interesting to see where Power Rangers is right now. We barely see stuff on the shelves, and when we do, it's mostly Lightning Collection at this point. The Dino Fury stuff is pretty much off the shelves. It's either bought or clearanced out, but honestly, most of the Dino Fury stuff in my area was all bought out except for like an extra Void King or something like that. There was like one item that sat there for a few months. I think there's one Megazord there. There's not much for Power Rangers at my local Targets. There's nothing at my Walmart. If you want Power Ranger toys, you got to go to Platteville, Wisconsin, which is like 20 minutes away from me. I live in Dubuque, Iowa, but it's kind of cool. We have like an Illinois Walmart about 20 minutes away, and then on the other side of the bridge, we have like a Platteville, Wisconsin Walmart. And I love those two Walmarts than mine in a bigger town in Iowa. It's really weird. Our Walmart sucks. Our Target is pretty cool, but we don't get any Power Ranger stuff here as opposed to other cities. Even my homies that live in Davenport, Iowa, about like an hour and a half away, they're always sending me pictures of way more stuff at their Target, and then their Walmart actually sells Power Ranger toys. And I wonder if there's a reason, because back in the day, they used to sell Power Ranger toys at my Walmart all of the frickin' time. I wonder what happened. I wonder if over the years they had Power Ranger toys and they didn't really sell. I wonder if it was because of like that 2017 movie, that era with the Ninja Steel and stuff, because I do remember them having those toys at the time. Maybe they didn't sell good in our store, so they stopped giving them to our Walmart, but we have absolutely nothing when it comes to Power Ranger toys at my Walmart. My Target has just a little. So if something like this did hit the market, someone would buy it, but hey, I would love to get it at that discounted price, don't get me wrong, but it does pose some red flags. Now, part of me is going to think on the bright side and say that this is just because it's one of those items that probably wasn't going to sell good anyways. It is a gear up pack. It's a cosplay pack. I think it's cool though. I love these type of things. I love these when I was a kid, and I do love that little sword thing that he has. I don't know if it's like an axe sword. I like it. Whatever in the heck it is, I'm excited to see what they do with Zato and that character, but I'm hoping that the rest of the toys sell better. Whenever you see something hit the clearance, that means it's not really selling good, or they're making room for something else. I wonder what's going on. Now, what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments. It is a great time to be a fan, but it does suck. And if they have them on sale like this, it probably means that no one's buying them. I don't know on the storefront when you're going shopping toy to toy. everyone else has a way bigger section when it comes to Marvel, Jurassic Park, DC, wrestling, Pokemon. Like, Power Rangers barely makes the cut. We get a sliver, and I'm hoping that soon, very soon, we could see something change. We know that Hasbro isn't really investing 100% in Power Rangers right now, and I can't really blame them because it's not their number one priority. They have bigger brands that make them more money, and they want to do it the right way, though. They don't want to just put all their money into something and kind of tank the brand. I think they're going to take a year or two off, figure out that next move, especially with this Jonathan Entwistle project, and see what we are going to do. Now, I know a few people brought up in the Ranger board discussion that it doesn't really make a lot of sense to have them releasing gear when the show is not out. And we only have a few items to test the market, honestly. I understand, you know, it's just a few months, but back in the day, but this was also when Power Rangers was way more popular, you were able to release a bunch. You would get a whole line like a few months before the show came out. I remember a lot of the shows would release in like the spring or like late winter. And I do remember in like Christmas time or right after Christmas time in January, I saw like Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue stuff when it was like 2 or 3 months before it came out. That was a real thing. Now, I know Power Rangers was a lot bigger back in the day than it is now, but it isn't like they gave us a bunch of toys. They only gave us like 3 things. Well, technically, they gave us the roleplay kit that I saw. We've seen the morphers on Amazon. Those are selling. I've seen a lot of people grab that morpher. And then the Megazords are just starting to pop up. I have not seen a Megazord for my part, but the 2 things that they did release out of the 3 are like gonna sell. I think the Megazord is not as good as the Q Ranger Megazord. We have to admit that, but I think the fan base is still gonna buy it. It is like $70 though, which technically, you know, is the price of the Dino Fury, but if you get it on sale, I'm wondering what they are going to do with it. Are you guys going to get this Megazord? Is it an Amazon exclusive? I'd have to look again. Maybe we won't see it in the stores. The Morpher, though, will we see that pop up anywhere? We didn't release a lot of stuff, I guess, is the point. And if this is the only thing that hits the clearance line out of the 3, that's not horrible, because this thing doesn't look like it costed a lot to make. And even if they sold like a third or half of them for full price and then sold the other half at discount, I think they could still make some money off of this, because yes, it's $14 you're bringing it down to on the clearance price, but this 2 pieces of plastic probably cost them $1 or $2, right? So yes, it's not what you want, but if the Morpher and Megazord are successful, this 3-wave line that they put out early is a success. You can afford to have one thing go on clearance and go on discount and not be a breadwinner if the other 2 are breadwinners and they make you some money. So it is interesting to see both sides. Yes, I do try to kind of bring you the optimistic side, because the more that you look into some of the posts in here, you got fans saying Power Rangers is a dead franchise. So many people just kind of shitting on the brand on here, and so many people saying that Hasbro killed the brand, and I just don't see that as true. Like, there are things that happen. Yes, we're going to go on a hiatus. There are going to be some things that are paused. But I don't think that Power Rangers just forever stopped. And because of some things that have happened, you had your pandemic, you've had the writer's strike, you've had a lot of different things that are pulling the show back. Like, we were supposed to get a Jonathan Entwistle project sooner than later. Now it's later than sooner. It's the complete opposite. We don't know what in the hell is going to happen, but I just don't think that Hasbro came in and killed the brand. They came in and stabilized the brand and showed that this brand could be profitable again. I don't know, man. I don't agree with everybody. I like to be optimistic, and yes, it is a weird time. It is a scary time. I'm also not going to act like everything is fine. But since Hasbro took over from Saban, I have seen some really good changes, some things that you can point to. You can tell that the show is getting better. I like the Hasbro Lightning collection, and I like the toys that they have released with it. I think it made a lot more sense. They were starting to really complete these past seasons. I liked what they were doing, man. I thought it was dope. And yes, they had problems like every toy collection. I guess other Hasbro and Mattel lines, they're dealing with problems all around both sides, and it's interesting to see the fans kind of flip just because they buy it. I liked what Hasbro was doing. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it more than anything that has happened the last 15 years before it. Even those last few years at Disney were awful. Not the seasons. I loved your RPM, your Jungle Furies of the world, but they weren't promoting it. They weren't caring as much. And Hasbro actually has shown many times that they care because they've gotten Power Rangers into a better place, and we forget about that. You have to remember that Power Rangers was on a dying Nickelodeon channel, and now they're on Netflix, and every time they put something out, they're trending, and fans are watching it, and I like what they're doing. They came in and changed everything, and since they came in and changed some things, Power Rangers looks better than ever. But we can't run away from the fact that Power Rangers is not as big as a brand as it used to be. So they are carefully building, and they did not buy this brand to just sit it, shelve it, not do anything. I refuse to believe that. I believe that they had a bunch of stuff in the making. Some things fell through. They had some other projects like the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes that did not perform successfully, and I think it scared them. They moved some things around, and for the 30th anniversary, they still gave us 2 big projects. It doesn't sound like they want to get rid of the brand or shelve it, right? I think they're moving around some pieces and seeing what they're going to do, and now the next big obstacle is the Lionsgate agreement. We hear that Lionsgate is buying E1. That means that some of the productions, or most of the productions, are moving along with it. Hasbro will still own the IP of Power Rangers, but who is the studio working on Power Rangers now? What is going on? There are a lot of questions and things happening. We don't have any details, and right now it is Power Month. We don't have a lot of information, but we are here to talk about it and report any information we get along this way. It has been the most quietest Power Month we have seen in a long time. Normally around this time of the year, we get so much information. Basically, it sounds like we're going to get information at the end of the month if we're going to get anything. But what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time, Rangers. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members: Anime King Nick, Chaos Draco, the Arctic Operator, Dig Wyron, Tim Rage, Roderick Hare, Miguel Ortiz, Let's Talk Sports, Papillon Oger, Roderick Ham, Jason Marazes, Willie Maloney, Louis Cairns, Solima Ramirez, Danny Nascimento, Skurd, Stephen Heffelman, and Thomas Franco. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this content, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. You could also become a member. Please join the fan club support team right now. We have a Blue Ranger power-up and a Gold Ranger power-up. This is an awesome way to talk with the fans. Join a fan club official chat group. you can also be featured in our videos. At the end of the videos, I will shout you out. That's if you get the Gold Ranger Power Up membership. Go check it out. Go support the fan club. We love you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.